Oke semuanya, balik lagi di video nematin game The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. Di video sebelumnya kan sama si Avala nih pergi nih ke tempat elf namanya Tirnalia. Jadi untuk nyampe ke sana harus masuk ke beberapa portal gitu buat ketemu sama salah satu orang kepercayaannya si Eredin atau Raja Wild Hunt. Ya ininya petingginya Wild Hunt, namanya Kios. Jadi untuk ngasih tahu tentang kebenaran yang ngebunuh Raja Elf itu siapa, kan yang ngebunuh itu si Eredin. Jadi biar nggak mihak si Eredin lagi gitu, kayak negosiasi.
Geralt had to face Eredin, but could only hope to beat him with the help of friends. The Wild Hunt could be defeated with exceptionally powerful magic, so Triss and Yen set out to reconvene the Lodge of Sorceresses. Avalach, too, began to lay plans of his own. The elven sage decided to erode the King of the Hunt's support in his own realm. With Geralt in tow, he ventured through other worlds to the city of Tirnalia. There they found Eredin's viceroy, Gels. Gels had been a loyal subject of the Alder folk's previous king. When he learned Eredin was a regicide, he agreed to help defeat the usurper.
Mana lagi nih?
Well, another freak.
Think I piss me
Are you
trying.
late? Or will you stay longer?
In short, who kicking your ass today will bite it tomorrow. Sick of it all.
Jauh juga ya.
Miserable. And
Hey,
hungry.
Jackie, you're the oldest, so tell us.
Let us play. Reed's here. Time I went back to sea. That's a rat for sure.
Yeah, if this is untrue, it's...
Help protect Ciri from the Wild Hunt, and the Emperor will grant you amnesty.
I hope we can trust you.
You can.
What a fringilla.
That I don't know, but I shall take it up with him.
You barely said hello and you're already plotting something.
It's clearly in our nature.
I hear right? You convinced the Emperor to pardon them?
Provided they help us defend Ciri.
Got a hard time believing Emperor'd go in for a deal like that.
If you can't believe it, don't. I don't need you to.
Bit about Frangilla. What was that? Triss told me you couldn't contact her.
Perhaps because she sits in the Emperor's dungeon, chained in Dimeritium. At least that's what Rita implied.
Take it the Emperor forgot to tell you about this.
I don't like it. That was not our deal. When it's all over, I'll need to have a candid discussion with the Emperor. Come. They're all waiting for us.
To my mind. Time I went back to sea.
Well, what is it?
No need to thank me, Philippa. Always glad to save your ass. You're welcome.
You stood to gain. That is why you saved me.
Where's Saskia now? She managed to free herself of your spell?
I lost control of her when the war broke out. I've no notion where she is.
I know you used her, but couldn't escape the impression that you actually cared for her in some way.
Really?
Way back when, did you really send assassins after Dijkstra?
You believe I... Do you not remember we were once lovers?
Maybe it's just me, But I think you'd consider that in itself to be reason enough. Actually, I've long wondered why you parted. Quarreled even.
You see, Geralt, there are those who keep politics separate from their private lives, and those who do not.
Which one was Dijkstra?
The more boring of the two.
Okay.
Farewell.
You that madman wanted to sail to Skellige?
Nah, satu lagi mana ya?
Whoa, stop flexing like that, making me nervous.
Yes, Geralt?
So long, Triss.
All are present. You were the last to arrive. Might we set sail?
Okay.
Anchors away.
Kalau lebih cepat teleport.
The king of the Wild Hunt sailed aboard the Naglfar, a giant longship that traveled between worlds. As Gels had advised, the Witcher set out to find the Sunstone, an artifact needed to draw Eredin into a trap.
Oh, kapal Guardian.
Well, that settles the question of His Imperial Majesty's whereabouts.
Does he aim to conquer Skellige? But he knows. Those are my friends.
He wishes to grant you the Isles, with Sintra and the rest of the Empire.
There is an upside to all this.
Is that so?
The Emperor will have to help us fight the Hunt. And we've just found Veni Vigo.
We must hurry and find the Sunstone. Seems we've plenty to do in Skellige after that.
Veni Vigo. We need her here.
Can you teleport me onto Amir's ship?
Not a chance. It's better shielded than the Emperor's alcove.
Though we could try to force our way through.
We need Fringilla in one piece.
Think they know we're here?
Emir's mages, of course.
If the matter of Veni Vigo were resolved, they'd probably just send her over here in a skiff.
It's far from resolved. The Emperor pledged to ensure the Lodge's safety, but...
Fringilla's a pricklier matter. She's his subject, one officially sentenced to death for treason.
You'll need to learn what Emir has planned for her, once we've found a way to toss you over to the Imperial flagship.
I'll get on the Emperor's ship myself.
A plan to swim? With swords on your back? You'll get shot up like a sitting duck before you can say, The white flame dancing on the graves of his foes.
Don't panic. He'll find a way. Make your approach by night. You'll stand a better chance then. And once you're on board, show His Imperial Majesty this letter. Hand it to him directly. We should remind him what he promised, and what he'll get in return.
At the moment, we don't even know what the Sunstone is.
It was created so the mountain elves could summon the vessels of the NL. Now it merely serves as a symbol of a lost opportunity to unite the two tribes. Truly? Can all of you be unfamiliar with the story of Gelban and Dillion of the White Fleet?
Tell us, please. I absolutely love elven legends.
Gelban was a sage of the Elder Elves. He fell in love with an Enshe elf, Dillion, yet she spurned him.
That was a jest on Geralt's part.
Too late. It won't hurt any of you to know this. On the day the White Fleet was to set sail, Gelban gave Dillion a gift. The Sunstone. He believed Dillion's heart would soften in time. Once her longing for him burgeoned, she was to use the Sunstone. Though worlds away, he would return for her.
Sounds promising. Let's just hope this Sunstone proves more useful to us than it did to that elf woman.
What I want to know is if we'll be able to use the Sunstone.
You? No. Me? Naturally. With a touch of help from the sorceresses.
Of whom some are below deck vomiting, while others remain unreachable.
The Sunstone's in Skellige? How do we know that?
From legends. Elven ones. It lies where the White Fleet landed centuries ago.
Meaning anywhere on any one of the Isles. Splendid.
Ermion. I'll talk to him.
Know where he is?
I'll ask around the port. Croc's longships are moored there. I'm off.
Good luck.
Look familiar.
Stop flexing like that, making me nervous.
Perhaps you should talk to him after all.
What would be the point? Surely none now.
And
Veni
later,
Vidi Vigo.
don't count your father out just because he's the world's
Oleh
richest
dua.
and most powerful.
Baru.
Authoritarian rotter unworthy we should trust.
Actually, of all people, I believe you can trust him. Perhaps you even should.
What about the dictatorial rotter
Jauh banget ya kapal.
Was it hard? Killing that vermin. Respect, Witcher.
It's clearing up.
Oh, harus nunggu malam dulu. Mendap mati sih kapalnya. Kaisar Nusgardia mendap naiknya gimana?
Hold! It's the Witcher! Emperor's orders! Stand down!
Hampir ditembak. Si cuek berenang.
Witcher, what a pleasant surprise.
Warm welcome. Thank you, Your Majesty.
You should have come with my daughter. Your welcome would have been different. Where is she?
Waduh.
Close.
Close, White Wolf, is what you are to decapitation. You're insolent because you believe I cannot afford to hurt you. And you're right. Yet that will change one day, when you are no longer indispensable, but disposable. But enough of that. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. What do you want?
Fringilla Vigo. Been told you promised Yennefer you'd free her. I can see. I know you're a busy man. So here's a letter. Ought to refresh your memory about the Lodge.
Even Yennefer's humblest requests seem like threats. I've always liked that about her. Very well, so be it.
Truly prepared to forgive them? Amnesty in exchange for help?
I'm prepared to abide by the agreement I made with Yennefer.
Didn't answer my question.
Nor must I.
Ya sama aja lagi. Mr. David.
Time I was on my way.
At last, a point we agree on. Guards, bring me Fringilla Vigo. You may remove her Dimeritian shackles. No introductions are necessary from what I've heard.
Oh iya.
Farewell.
Fringilla.
Fringilla. Been a while. The other sorceresses, they're on Ginvale near Ardskellig. We could take a boat.
I'm sick to death of boats.
Iya. Portal lagi.
And I despise teleports.
Teleport.
But have it your way. Let's go.
Fringilla Vigo.
Philippa, a pleasure as always. Come now, we need none of that. Fringilla, we must speak.
Oh my.
Yes, Geralt?
Cantarella. Who is she, really? She mentioned you knew each other.
You ran into her. Her real name is Carthia van Canton, Asira's former collaborator. She's very talented.
Spied for you?
Not just for us, probably. I doubt she wishes any harm upon me or other sorceresses, but one must be very careful what one says in her presence.
Seemed like you told her quite a lot about me.
You ought to feel flattered then. That makes you famous on both banks of the Yaruga.
You look good.
For a captive of Emir, is that what you mean?
Seems like he's shown you surprising leniency. No interrogations, no torture. Or did you just tell him everything he wanted to know?
If I'd told him everything, he'd hardly still need me alive, wouldn't you say? Anyway, we shan't speak of it. I and what concerns me have not been a concern of yours for some time now.
Biar nggak dibunuh. Oke.
So long.
Oke, sampai sini dulu videonya. Makasih semuanya udah nonton. Sampai ketemu di video selanjutnya.